Joining me is Kiko Giles, who does the commentary for the live radio feed that's at all of the Cool FAB rounds for Motorsport Media, along with Dan. Now, you guys will be listening to these guys. If you're watching the senior races, then it's Kiko's voice, who sounds very much like Keith Ewan, I have to say. Who's my favourite motorsport commentator, Keith, so you're right up there with Keith. You're fairly new to the championship this year. What's impressed you most about it?
Got to say, the image, first of all, the straight away is the integration from British Superbike level down here at Cool FAB. The team set up, Anvil High Tag, got to set up, Moto Rapido, I've got to set up. It's great to see the connection, first of all. That's from that point of view, from the team's point of view, but from the rider's point of view, it's the consistency, it's the professionalism of it all. They all treat it very, very seriously. Yes, it's a bit of fun. Yes, that might be the bottom line of it all, but they are all eager to get in the same place. And at the start of the season, of course, Cool FAB was recognised as an official road to MotoGP, and that adds that seriousness onto the riders. They are all treating it like a proper championship. None of them are holding anything back. It's proper hard racing, and that's how it should be.
And we've got some fantastic talent, we know, in this paddock. Who's been impressing you this year?
It's been a lot of impressive riders. I think we all knew Casey O'Gorman would come back into the series this year and do fairly well. Don't think everyone expects him to dominate the way he has been in the Mini GP70s, unbeaten in all. In the Mini GP70s, got pole positions in all. He is a phenomenal talent. But if you look beyond Casey, there's also some other riders coming through. So Josh Bannister's been impressive. He's been a real character this year. I've been looking at him closely, and his lap time's getting better all the way through the sessions. He's up there. If only he could get his starts right, might give himself half a chance. Other riders, Evan Belford, of course, you can never rule him out. And Bailey Stewart Campbell, if he just stayed on a couple of races, would probably be giving Case O'Gorman a harder time. And you look to the likes of the AC40 pros, Johnny Garnis and Mason Foster, developing a really good rivalry, and then they're taking that into the LC40s as well. Sullivan Mounds, he's another one, impressed me quite a lot. You know, he's consistent. He's never outside the top 4 or 5, on the podium most rounds. There's a lot of people who are impressing me, but I've got to say, all in all, Case O'Gorman's been the man to beat, and he is, I think, setting a new benchmark for this championship.
Yeah, we just interviewed him, and 3, 6, 9, 12, 24 wins out of 24, 12 in Mini GP50, 12 Mini GP70. Lots of talent have come through this championship over the years. Scott Redding, Danny Kent, world champ. They have never gone the entire season undefeated, as I understand it. He's got a chance to create history. He can't do it though, can he? Something's got to go wrong, surely. Something's got to go wrong, but the only man who can beat him is himself. So you look at all them talents, Scott Redding, Danny Kent. If you look to BSB now, Britain's Bradley Ray, Luke Mossey, they've all been here and done that, but I don't think none of them have been here, done it and dominated as Case O'Gorman is doing. Having said that, we're only 4 rounds in. We've still got 4 to go. If you can build up that lead in the first half, you can certainly lose it in the second half. So I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're just going to see a monopoly of Case O'Gorman dominating across the classes. But I think we're in for a good second half, a closer second half. All the riders are getting faster as the season goes on. So Case O'Gorman, yes, he may win the races, but he's going to have a harder chance of it. And when he's under pressure, we've seen in races, he hasn't got that late race pace. He is closing towards the end. So if they could just get with him at the start, the likes of Manuel Brinton, they can run with him. We could have a real good race, and for once, Casey might be beaten. He's not having it his own way in the LC40s, so he might not have it his own way in the other classes either. Yeah, absolutely. So what you guys are watching here is our post-production edits for YouTube, which go around the world. We only filmed race 1 over the weekend. These guys on Motorsport Media are commentating live. If you want to listen to the live races on the internet radio, just explain how people do that.
There's many ways you can do it. So you can go on our website, motorsport.radio, loads of content on there as well, so you don't even have to just tune in and listen and that's it. You can read our other content to do with Superbikes, British Superbikes, World Superbikes, MotoGP. You can go on Facebook, which is a visual live stream. We've got the live timing up across the weekend for that on Saturday and Sunday. Same on Twitter at M Sport Radio. Facebook, I should say, is Motorsport Radio. At M Sport Radio for Twitter, and that's all there. You can retweet that to your sponsors and whatnot, so coverage is interesting on there. More or less the same as it is on Facebook, but always get involved. And on YouTube as well, so it's on there all the time. All the race productions go up on YouTube live, so you can watch it back live as it happened and as we covered it. So really good way to interact on Facebook. You know, we accept all the comments. You know, we want to hear who people are cheering on for, and that's what the championship's all about. If you can't get it, of course, which is free as well.
Okay, well, it's a great service you guys provide. Well done. Let's have a look at the next race up.
And that next race is the Mini GP70 race. More history in the making for Casey O'Gorman, but where is he on the grid? We're looking, there he is, he's on pole, obviously. 12 race wins for the championship leader. Going off P2, it's Evan Belford, the man that can certainly challenge him with 10 podiums this year. Owen Mellor comes next. No podiums for Owen Mellor, that can't be right. He goes off P3, got a chance this time. Bailey Stewart Campbell's got 8 podiums this year running the 99 bike. Callum Beach rides the 127 machine, the man from Abergele, with 4 podiums this year. Rossi Banham comes next, riding the 13 bike, unlucky for some, not for the Quality Reflections rider. Finn Smart comes next, goes off P7, the 11-year-old from Faversham. Off P8, it's Sean Abel, the 11-year-old from Wiltshire, with a couple of podiums this year. Saffron Watley comes next on the 178 bike. She's improving all the time. Jack Kirsch goes off P10, riding the 96 bike, the 11-year-olds from Gloucester. James Rose Jr. rides the 8 bike in this one, his first foray into Mini GP70, I believe. Holly Harris should be next, riding the 15 bike. And then comes Elliot Crosby, rounding out the grid, the 15-year-old from Ashford in Kent. Here we go, Jake.
Let's race at Red Lodge. Oh, it looked to me as though there were a couple of jump starts there in the midfield. I think potentially Finn Smart may have got away a bit sharpish. Jack Kirsch has not got away yet. Stalled at the start. Now he's got the bike going. But, well, that's a very interesting getaway, as several riders look like they may have jumped the gun.
Yeah, Roger Keys spoke to him earlier. He said he's going to be looking at jump starts this weekend, funnily enough, because he's looked back on some of the footage previously and thought a few people were creeping, few people just taking a few liberties before the lights went out, and he said he's going to be stamping on that this weekend. So we're not going to review that start. You guys can watch it back. But maybe a few penalties handed out this weekend for jump starts. It's Mellor in second place. That's Casey O'Gorman, the leader. From Mellor, Belford and Stuart Campbell there battling for second, third. Ooh. Belford looks up the inside, can't get that done there.
Really did have a look up in the inside. Oh, Mellor's run wide. Belford's through. So Belford gets through in a second position. And Bailey Stewart Campbell to his right goes through round the outside as well. So that's Belford into second, Bailey Stewart Campbell into third, and Owen Mellor's dropped a fiver and picked up 50 pence.
Bailey Stewart Campbell took advantage there. Great opportune riding, and Mellor's dropped back to fourth. That's Rossi Banham there in fifth. Looks like Finn Smart and Callum Beach battling over sixth and seventh. We've got Sean Abel and Saffron Watley further back. Saffron Watley applying pressure to Sean Abel.
Casey O'Gorman still out in front and stretching out the advantage. Bailey Stewart Campbell was the fastest of the riders round that first lap, but watch Casey O'Gorman's time. There he goes, his name's gone pink. That is the indication on the MyLaps timing screen that he is the fastest of all at the moment. Belford in second, third is Stuart Campbell from Mellor. Then we've got Banham in fifth position. Smart and Beach are having a great ride, battling away for sixth and seventh. And now these two, Sean Abel and Saffron Watley, are having a magnificent contest over eighth.
Yeah, Sean Abel there, just in front of Saffron Watley, but for how long? Saffron Watley on that very nice SRS rail liveried bike, applying the pressure. Looks like she's going to go past sometime soon. Looking up the inside, she's not going to get through there. Up through top curve.
Do you know what?
Sweeping left-hander.
Ever since Clay Pigeon, she has been absolutely incredible to watch. She's just gained so much confidence and so much poise on the bike. That really has shot her confidence levels to an absolute sky high. And she's just getting better and better. Her rate of development is now absolutely fantastic to watch.
And those of you that watch the British Talent Cup, of course, will perhaps know the name Watley from her brother Josh, who's doing such a fantastic job there He's having a great season. He's the youngest rider in the British Talent Cup this year. Fantastic future he's got ahead of him.
Check out these two. They're having a pretty nice little tussle at the moment. Finn Smart and Callum Beach having a good race as they duke out for 6th position. Callum Beach is doing practically everything other than barging him out the way to try and come through at the moment. He's looking for every single apex at the moment. He's looking for that split-second moment where he gets on the throttle slightly faster. We watch this midfield tussle. That's Harris, Crosby and Rose, I think, as Jack Kirsch's trying to make up progress. There's Rossi Banham, the 13. Astonishing, isn't it, these days, how many riders have got the first name Rossi all of a sudden. And Saffron Watley's come through in front of Sean Abel.
She has, yeah. Saffron Watley through to 8th place.
There's that battle further back. That's Rose, Crosby and Jack Kirsch, who's caught right up to the back of the field, having initially stalled the bike. Look at how close Beach is to Finn Smart. He's really giving him some proper pressure as they come back onto the Oak Tree Straight. And there is Saffron Watley behind, who has indeed moved up into that 8th position and is closing up on these two. Now, what if she could catch them and it would be a 3-way tussle for 6th place? That would be brilliant.
Yeah, well, she's got a big gap to make up, but she's already gapping Sean Abel there. So, yeah, her rate of development this season has been quite remarkable to watch, to be fair. I'm sure, as we're going to get a look at a wee, not quite, that's Finn Smart and Callum Beach still battling.
I tell you what, Beach is proper brave on the brakes, isn't he? He really went for that move on Finn Smart. Suddenly realised at the last moment, if I commit to this, we're both going into the barrier. So he backed out of it at the last moment. Very sensible there from Callum Beach. But I tell you what, this kid, I've been watching him for the last couple of seasons now, as Finn Smart is trying to figure out which way he's going, left or right. And Callum Beach is one of those riders who's got absolutely no fear and no problem at all going wheel to wheel with other riders. He's a really exciting rider to watch.
The qualifying for the British Talent Cup is already taking place. A lot of these riders you're watching in this particular class are already trying out for that. Hopefully they'll make it. And there's one, Saffron Watley, closing in, certainly getting closer to those in front. She's got still some learning to do, no doubt, but she's got to take confidence from what her brother is doing, Josh, and moving forward, give her another year or two. It'll be interesting to see if we do get a girl in the British Talent Cup. I think it's likely to be Saffron Watley, to be honest, how well she will do.
Yeah, we've got Saffron Watley and Holly Harris in the top 10 as well.
She's getting closer to those in front.
She is closing them down. I was just going to say, Saffron Watley's not the only girl who's doing a great job in this class, of course, because we have Holly Harris as well.
That's the leader, Casey O'Gorman. Look at the lead he's got again, dominating
massive.
This class from Belford, who's gapping Bailey Stewart Campbell, who's dropped Owen Mellor, and then Rossi Banham on the 13 going through the line. Finn Smart should be next. There he is from Callum Beach, and Watley getting closer.
He is absolutely reeling them in. I was just going to say, I don't know how O'Gorman does this. He is just the one-man Irish boy wonder. Here she comes.
She's closed a good 25-metre gap in one lap.
That was about 2.5 seconds back, wasn't it? And now, all of a sudden, this is a 3-way tussle for 6th. I was basically making a point it would be great if she could get up there. She's done it, and she's done it in a lap and a half.
Amazing stuff, absolutely amazing. And we've got a 3-way battle. We're concentrating on this battle, guys, of course, because those that are riding at the front of the field, first, second, third, fourth,
they're all spaced out, aren't they?
they're spaced out. So this is really the only battle on the track. And if you're watching, you want to watch a battle, and we've got one right here.
Is Saffron Watley the next Jenny Tinmouth? She's certainly doing a good job at the moment as they get down into the braking zone for turn 2. Watley is definitely giving Beach some pressure, and Callum Beach is the man in trouble here, really, because he's got to try and attack Finn Smart while dealing with the assault from Saffron Watley behind.
She's all over the back of Callum Beach. She's going by sometime soon. This may be it. She may get the slipstream run up into the left-hander, but you've got to be at least alongside, and she's not at the moment.
Yeah, that's the kind of move where, because this corner is so long, you really need to be at least level with the bike. On the inside, though, she's going to go for broke. What a move there into the right-hand hairpin as they go onto the banana curve. That was an amazing bit of discipline there from Saffron Watley. A year and a half ago, she might not have even have tried that move. Never mind, make that move stick and start to get away. Callum Beach doesn't know what's in him.
Amazing stuff, really good move.
And she's not done yet. Look, she's all over Finn Smart now as well. She is going to try and make this move. She knows that now, of course, having made that move on Callum Beach, she now knows that that move's going to work, so she's going to try it again.
I'll tell you what, if Finn Smart didn't know she was there, he does now because she was alongside him. She'll look for the same move here. She'll try and set it up through the big left-hander here, top curve. She'll try and set it up and come alongside. We've come off that race at exactly the wrong time. That's Belford, Bailey Stewart Campbell and Owen Mellor. She didn't get it done, unfortunately, but she's still there.
Well, she knows that she can get that move done, so all she's going to do is set the bike up into a good rhythm once again, get an opportunity to come back past Finn Smart, and she will take an opportunity into turn one, flowing through the left. Keep the bike turning left, sorry. Goodness me, Callum Beach almost went into the back of her there under braking. He managed to get off the power and off the brakes, just about to let the bike roll through. As they come through into the 180, back out again, all going well indeed. That was Jack Kirsch, who's now made his way up into 11th place, by the way. He's got past Rose, past Crosby. There is Casey O'Gorman continuing his dominant run out front. Almost boring to watch. He is that dominant in this class, and it's incredible.
He won't care about that.
No, absolutely not. And to be fair, neither will the...
his dad won't care about that.
Well, neither will the motorcycle world either. They'll look at that.
We're not here to give you entertainment. We're here to win.
Well, that's it. And they'll look at that and see a 10-year-old that far out in front of not just one class, but three classes and go, that's exceptional. They'll definitely pick up his name. Here we go again. Saffron Watley trying to get up the inside of Finn Smart. Callum Beach is just hanging the bike in there.
Look at Sean Abel. Sean Abel, these battling is enabling Sean Abel to get closer.
Yeah, they are holding each other up here.
Finn Smart is the cork in the bottle here. And look at that, Sean Abel, he was a mile behind. He's not a mile behind now.
That was a good 3 or 4 seconds back. Now it's only about a second, so Sean Abel may pick up a top 6 finish if all goes wrong for these three up front. And through that long sweeping top curve, tightens on the way into the braking zone. Saffron Watley going a little bit deep in the brakes, and that's held up her chance of going for Finn Smart, but she's getting back on the power nice and quickly, so she's dealt with that mistake. Callum Beach is trying to come deep round the outside into the final chicane. No change at the moment, and Saffron Watley's trying to get a good exit off the S's. Callum Beach is trying to come right round the outside. That was beautiful from Beach. Saffron Watley straight back on the inside, takes the place back. This is a terrific squabble, the best of the day so far, and now it's a 4-bike battle because Sean Abel has caught up to the three of them. Who's going to get this?
Absolutely amazing stuff. That's Casey O'Gorman. I'm saying the last lap. It's the last lap now for Casey O'Gorman. Obviously not these four here will have another lap at the end of this lap. So the last lap sign came up a little bit early for you there, guys. But so these guys have still got a lap and a bit to go. Lap and change.
Here goes Beach on the far side. Can he hold it right round the outside of Watley? No, he can't. Now he's going to try and get back down the inside of Saffron Watley. Sean Abel's right there for an opportunity. Callum Beach is going to try the same move right round the outside. He's put the bike there, and they're still going to scrap on this last duel. But Casey O'Gorman is going to monster it through into the final chicane. Absolutely magnificent display again from Casey O'Gorman, winner in Mini GP50 and now winner in Mini GP70. Masterclass, flawless performance again. Belford a great second place. Bailey Stewart Campbell pushing him all the way to the death. 4th for Mellor, 5th for Rossi Bannon, but who's going to get 6th place as they come through? We'll wait for Rossi to come across the line. He'll be in 5th position, no problem. Here's that battle for 6th. Finn Smart and Saffron Watley nearly side by side. Here comes Callum Beach trying to come around the outside. Watley's going to have one final crack out of the chicane to try and overhaul Finn Smart as they come across the line. She's got the right line. They're dead in nearly across the line. It's going to go to Watley in 6th in front of Beach and Abel because Finn Smart has been given a jump start penalty of 3 seconds. So it's Casey O'Gorman who wins it from Belford and Bailey Stewart Campbell ahead of Mellor and Bannon. O'Gorman would go on to win race 2 and of course race 3 for another dominant weekend. Watley winning that magnificent battle for 6th place in the end though, and Casey O'Gorman continues his run out in front in the standings. Belford in 2nd place from Bailey Stewart Campbell, Callum Beach and Sean Abel, but the perfect season is still on for Casey O'Gorman in Mini GP70.